Welcome to SAC TV News. I am Alicia George. In our top stories, incoming chairman says CCJ priority of the OECS. Antigua police launch manhunt for 2 prisoners, including convicted murderer. US reduces money to Uganda over harsh anti-gay laws. And in sports, Chelsea FC coaches to train 30 young footballers in launch of digital kickstart clinics. Details of these will follow.
I made a stupid mistake.
See where it's now landed me.
My baby's now behind bars.
Feels forgotten by society.
It's time for us to make a change. All of us make a change. Juvenile Justice Reform Project. All of us make a change.
Make a change.
Instead of incarceration, y'all, let's try diversion, reform, rehabilitation.
Our youth needs a second chance beyond bars.
A world that accepts them with open arms.
It's nice to know that you're here.
Just know that we care.
This time we'll do our part. Let's all make a fresh start.
It's time for us to make a change. All of us make a change. Juvenile Justice Reform Project. All of us make a change.
Make a change. The Juvenile Justice Reform Project, a new path to changing lives for good, funded by USAID and the OECS Secretariat.
Welcome back. Incoming chairman of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS, Prime Minister Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, is eager to have all member states complying to the Caribbean Court of Justice, CCCJ, as the final appellate court during his tenure as chairman of the OECS. Prime Minister Skerrit, who will assume chairmanship of the 9-member regional subgrouping for a 12-month period at the next OECS Heads of Government meeting, has stated that the CCJ is important for regional development. As you know, Dominica has started the process, and we are hoping to complete the process in the next few weeks. St. Lucia has signaled by its parliamentary statements its intention to do that, and also Grenada. I believe we'll be going to referendum very soon. So I'm hoping during my tenure as a chairman of the OECS, we will see all of us in the OECS acceding to the Caribbean Court of Justice, because we believe it is an important piece of our Caribbean architecture that is missing, and we need to formalize this an entire Caribbean region, he stated. The Prime Minister indicated, however, that there is much more work that can be done by the OECS, like advancing the economy. It is sad that we ourselves in the OECS have failed to appreciate the extraordinary work that we have done to the benefit of all our citizens working together. We have done fantastic in terms of our achievements, and I believe it is time that we celebrate those achievements while we make further demands on the leadership of the region, the Prime Minister said. We all need to be our brother's keeper, and this is no different for a well-known Dominican who is critically ill and needs to be airlifted to Martinique for urgent medical assistance. Phillip brain-damaged Radel Jr. needs all the help he can get to make this medical trip possible. His close friend Calypsonian Narayan trendsetter Murphy says he considers Radel a brother.
He is currently at the Princess Margaret Hospital, and based on the results, the test that has been done so far, it has been recommended that he be flown to Martinique to undergo further medical evaluation and also treatment. It is in that regard that we are soliciting the assistance from the general public to make whatever contributions you can to assist in one way to make the medical treatment and what have you that has to be done a reality. It's a very costly venture.
Murphy said no donation is too small and is urging the public to please make an effort to assist, as it will be appreciated. A car wash to aid Radel's medical trip will take place on Saturday, June 21st at TNR Auto Garage in Casa Comfort near Courts from 10 a.m. Murphy is urging motorists to show up in large numbers to support.
We also have a Triple K jam scheduled for later on in the night from about 9 p.m. because Junior was a guy who loved to party and he loved his entertainment. So the Triple K band, and I must give hats off to Benji and the guys for coming out in a big way to assist. And the Harlem Plaza, only $10, there will be a Triple K jam, all with a view of raising much needed funds to assist with the process. If you feel you're not a jam going person, you feel free to come in and just make the contribution, and probably you could proceed with your usual journey and what have you.
Account number 100071112 has been set up at the National Bank of Dominica.
If you are living in the diaspora and you want to make a contribution, that can also be facilitated. It can be done through the same account number but using the bank's SWIFT code, that is NCDMDMDM.
Account number 1001080 has also been set up at the Royal Bank of Canada from persons wishing to donate to the Phillip Radel Jr. Medical Fund. Pinky's Nail Salon, located in River Street, is also part of the fundraising and will host specials this weekend where 50% of the proceeds will go to the Phillip Radel Jr. Medical Fund.
So we're really trying and calling out on the Dominican public. He's a father, he's a son, he's a good friend, he's our mechanic, he's somebody that we hold dear to our heart to really assist in this time, because today it's brain damage, tomorrow it might be one of us. So we're really calling out. As I said, it's from me, it's really personal because it's somebody that I have known all my life, somebody that is very dear to me. So I'm really trying my best to go the extra mile to assist.
Radel's Typhoon scooter is also on sale for $10,000 to raise funds. Interested persons can call 275-3492. On Thursday, June 19th, the Sickle Cell Cares Inc. Foundation was officially launched at the UE Auditorium in Bath Estate. The foundation was launched in an effort to raise awareness on the challenge of sickle cell disease in Dominica and how we can assist and be empowered to make a difference. Natasha Jouvet, female CARICOM Youth Ambassador, says the foundation launch is just one example of the National Youth Council of Dominica, NYCD's motto, Youth Representing Youth Positively.
My experience with sickle cell is that I have been at the hospital and I saw one guy came in, and very young, very strappy young man, but he was practically on the floor being carried because he was in so much pain. And it affects persons even from birth. So that is basically right up our alley of the National Youth Council because it affects the young people in Dominica.
The NYCD will partner with the Sickle Cell Cares Foundation, founded in January 2013 by Kelleen George, one of 6 directors of the organization. George herself suffers from the disease and explained to the gathering how she copes with the life-changing disease.
When I really began learning more about my disease was when I went off to university. And when I was on my own and I had to learn how to manage my health, I had to learn that sickle cell disease, there are certain changes you need to make in your lifestyle to benefit your sickle cell disease so that you don't get sick as often.
George said she has had to miss several functions while attending school because of the disease, in addition to having several operations due to life-threatening complications. Also speaking at the event, pediatrician Dr. Rhonda McIntyre gave a brief synopsis about the sickle cell disease.
Sickle cell disease is, as you know, a chronic condition that occurs in black population, but it actually occurs in other populations, and to a lesser degree. And sickle cell disease can be diagnosed from young. We do not have a screening program, and the screening program for sickle cell really is something that should be done in the neonatal period, and that requires a few challenges in terms of resources to do this.
It is hoped that the foundation can offer some assistance to sickle cell patients in the future. Persons wishing to volunteer can contact the organization at www.sicklecellcares.org. The second staging of Dominica's Nature Island Challenge continues to have tremendous marketing coverage in the U.S. and the Caribbean region, as highlights of the Nature Island Challenge are currently being premiered on World of Adventure Sports, an Emmy award-winning television series. The series showcases content from the best athletes and stories in adventure sports, airing on NBC, NBCSN, and outside television. NBC is set to premiere the episode tomorrow, June 21st at 1 p.m. local time on Channel 24. These channels are also available to the diaspora through various cable and satellite television providers, including DirecTV, Time Warner Cable, Dish, and Cablevision, among others. NIC 2014 took place predominantly on the Y2 National Trail, 115-mile cross-country trail, and ran for 4 days from April 7th to 11th, 2014. 4 athletic teams of 2 persons each from the USA, Trinidad and Tobago, and Dominica participated in the challenge. The Healthy Living Wellness Center, in collaboration with Youth Group Etoile and Limitless Studio, will present the inaugural summer pageant later this month, where young ladies will vie for the titles. Owner of Healthy Living Wellness Center, Tahira Blanchard, says this event will be a 3-in-1, the Little Miss Summer segment, the Princess of Summer, and the Queen of Summer segment.
They are Miss Julia James, Miss Talia Hill, Miss Najikaya Laguerre, Miss Jonella Brumand, Miss Sadera Magloire, and Miss Makara McIntyre. In the Princess of Summer segment, we have 9 little girls again competing to emerge winner, and then we have 6 young ladies vying for the title of the Queen of Summer. The pageant will be held on Sunday, the 29th of June, from 3 p.m. at the Crazy Coconuts.
She said the pageant will prepare the young ladies for national competitions, such as the Teenage Pageant and the National Queen Show. Blanchard noted the participants have gone above and beyond to ensure they are prepared for the pageant, so patrons can expect a very good show at a high standard.
For the Little Miss Summer, we have some of the regular rounds like the introductory round, the talent. However, for the costume round, the children will be displaying come as you like themed costumes, and their evening wear, they're going to be having dresses similar to toddlers and tiaras, where all the dresses must be above the knee or knee length. With the princesses, we have for the costume round animal themed costume, so every child will be displaying a specific animal of their choice. And in the Queen of Summer, what we have different is the character wear, where each contestant is going to imitate whatever person that they want, whether it's a national person, a local person, regional or international, and they're going to, basically dress and look like that person and even move on the stage as that person would. So people can expect to see something good from the girls in that area.
The show seeks to boost self-esteem and motivate young girls of different ages, as well as showcase new talents. Blanchard added this is the first time that all pageants will take place on the same day. She is urging the public to come out in large numbers to support the young ladies. When we return, more stories.
Swimming? Yeah, I like swimming.
Dancing? Yeah, I love dancing. I love hanging out with my girls. I really miss them. My home.
And football too? I like football. I ain't too good, but I have some skills.
At the same time, I'm scared. What if they don't miss me or care about me?
Oh, yeah, and Papo. He's the first person I want to hug when I get out. But he don't come and see me. I guess he's ashamed.
I'm lost. What if?
For youth offenders, not knowing if we still love them is more than punishment. Give them hope beyond bars.
I know it is confusing out there with so many prices and so many stores, and you are trying to figure out how to do the maths on savings. Well, don't worry, we will do the maths for you. It is our business to deliver the best product at the best prices. So when you shop at Astafans, you don't need to do the maths, we have done it for you. And best of all, take the savings and use it to pay for something else, helping you save money. That's our business.
Enjoy the world's best with the latest in digital technology from Quartz. Shop at Quartz today, and you can get 2 tickets to the ultimate Lime to watch the final game in style. So enjoy the world's best, only at Quartz, bringing value home.
Welcome back. General Secretary of the Dominica Public Service Union, DPSU, Thomas Later, says public servants have been making sacrifices for a number of years and deserve an increase in wages. He made the statement in response to the government's offer of a wage freeze of 0% salary increase for the period 2012 to 2015. This offer was rejected by the membership of the DPSU following a meeting on Wednesday, June 18th.
When the civilization program was taking place, public officers made sacrifice. We were told that some time was required. We made sacrifice after that. Even after that, we accepted no salary increase. After 2002, there was a period where we had no salary increase. As a matter of fact, there was a period where, over an 8-year period, the average increase was less than 1% a year. So public officers, as I said, have been making tremendous sacrifice.
He noted one must understand that the public servants, like anybody else, have responsibilities and depend on their salary to make their commitments. Later pointed out that the DPSU is proposing overall 10% increase, 3% for the first year, 3% for the second year, and 4% for the third year, which he regards as reasonable.
It's not that they are living above their means. They continue to deny themselves of certain things, but it's just difficult. And we believe public officers need to be given an increase that will at least enable them to meet their monthly commitment, and at the same time work alongside with the government to see what programs can be implemented to ensure economic growth for the country.
Prime Minister Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt, following the DPSU's rejection of the government's proposed 0% wage freeze, said he hopes that common sense will prevail at the DPSU since Dominica has not been spared by the world financial crisis. However, Leighton disagrees with such a statement, adding common sense has always prevailed at the DPSU and among public officers.
Common sense has always prevailed when we are asked to make sacrifice, and we continue to make sacrifice. But at some point, you want to see that you are reaping the benefit of your sacrifice. So if we keep on being told to forgo salary increases, at what point in time is someone going to say to us, look, you have made sacrifices, as a result of the sacrifices, these are the gains, and therefore you should be getting a little from the gain. Are we saying that after all those years of making sacrifices, that the economy has not been growing?
Later said the proposal will be submitted to government in the upcoming weeks, as well as a proposal for a number of non-salary negotiations. Small bite, big threats was the theme during a continued effort by the Casabruz Health Team, CBHT, to combat the chikungunya virus. The team recently conducted a comprehensive community session with a view to take the discussion on chikungunya to the villagers. The team, led by Environmental Health Officer EHO Jermal Mingo of the CBHT, collaborated with the rest of the Environmental Health Team, National Pest and Termite Control, the district schools, and the Casabruz Village Council. Teachers and students from the San Sauvé, Mahu River, and Casabruz primary schools were addressed by District Medical Officer Dr. Velda Wade, EHO Mingo, chairperson of the Casabruz Village Council Ms. Angelina Gasper, and EHO Clara Charles, who called on all present to help in the prevention of chikungunya. Prevention was high on the agenda, as echoed by Dr. Wade, who talked about the ills of the long-term effects of the chikungunya virus. Concern was also raised about the absenteeism from school and work due to chikungunya. There were also interactive sessions conducted by Mr. Mingo and his team through easy-to-learn demonstrations about the Aedes aegypti mosquito, which spreads the chikungunya virus, and how these mosquitoes can be controlled. Winya has just increased its flight to Dominica from 3 to 5 times a week. Winya operates a 48-seater ATR and will now operate to and from St. Martin on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Winya's marketing team held a meeting with a delegation from Dominica to discuss the destination partnership. Topics discussed were Dominica's arrival statistics from various regions, co-op marketing opportunities, improved connectivity with increased flights, travel concessions for press and familiar trips, and the Winya schedule for summer and beyond. Both parties look forward to working together on developing the market between Dominica, St. Martin, Guadeloupe, and the other markets Winya serves. A special fare was introduced at Euro $110, including taxes from Guadeloupe to Dominica, to increase air traffic to Dominica from that market. Discussions will continue between Dominica and Winner as both parties look towards growing the relationship. This has been the local segment of the news.